Hey, what is going on, everybody? Trevor here with DUNCAN Inc. Tonight, we have a pretty sweet snowmobile build we are going to recreate. We've got Duncan Lee's 2023 sled wrap design up. We're going to walk you through step by step on how to recreate it using the DUNCAN Inc. sled wrap customizer tool on DUNCAN.com. So we're going to jump right in. Let's do it. All right, so when you're on DUNCAN.com, pretty easy. You're going to hit the drop down, hit snow, skidoo. Obviously, he's on a Gen 5 last season. Duncan ran the Destroyer design. So you can scroll down until you find it, or you can just search it up here. There we go. There's the Destroyer design. So a couple of things to note here. Right? When you're browsing through our website, you're going to see a bunch of different designs. Notice on each design, you can click the customize button here. And if you don't want this galaxy to be blue and purple, then you can make it yellow and green just by clicking that customize button. We're going to jump into that Destroyer design and we're going to make it look like Duncan's and how Duncan designed it on our website. So we're going to let that roll up just to give you an idea. This is a saved version of Duncan's design in our test account here. And this is all done up. So we're going to get to this point, but I want to show you how to start from scratch. So we've got the design pulled up. We're going to hit customize. We're going to let that load up. Okay, so here we are with that stock based design, right? We've got the accent color set up here. This is just for show, right? This gives you the proper tools at your disposal if you want to make your plastics, your skis, your seat, your accent features to look as close to what your stock or your current machine looks like right now. And so we're going to leave these as is. They're mostly black. Duncan's machine was all black. And we're going to get into the colors. So Duncan ran we'll make it all white. I'll just show you kind of what that looks like. Right, if we were to go all white, we'd lose some of those outline features. But Duncan he kept color one, the Indy Honda red. There's just a few little tiny features in there that get that color. And then 2 and 3 are white. And then color 4 is black. Now, if you haven't noticed yet, Duncan, he's going full Star Wars mode with this build, and we'll see throughout this design. We may be able to sneak some of these in this video depending on how quick we can get through, but Duncan sprinkled in all sorts of epic Star Wars quotes throughout his sled wrap design. And so we'll overlay some photos here that show some of those personalizations that you can do here on our site. But yeah, he went full Star Destroyer ship mode here. We've got the sled looking just like Duncan's minus all of Duncan's sponsorship logo. So if you wanted, if you really, if you like Duncan's design and you don't want any logos, or maybe you have, just a handful of your own logos you want to throw on, boom, here we go. We are here. So we're going to go through, step by step and get as many of these logos on Duncan's machine as possible. There might be a couple that we don't have in our wrap customizer tool. If this happens to you when you're building your design, no worries. All you have to do is hit the can't find the logo button here, type in the logo, click add, place it wherever you want to place it. If you want to change the color, just so it's easier to see, do that. Put the name of the logo there. Let's say you want to put it on the tunnel. I'm just doing this quick. And then we'll get that logo from you after the order's in. Not a big deal. We'll get that logo and we'll get it dropped into your design. And always know that you get a proof with your order. So we would never just print, you submit your order. We would never just print and ship that without getting a double thumbs up from you. So, right, this works great if you've got a bunch of logos that you want to add to your own design. It'll be a lot better experience if you are on a computer or like a tablet. You can do it on your phone, But just, moving some of those logos around with your fingers can get a little tricky. And so we always recommend, if you got access to a computer, do the heavy lifting customization stuff on a computer. Just makes it a lot easier. So sit back, go grab a drink, maybe some popcorn, Kit Kat bar. We're just gonna start dropping logos right in here on this design. All right, so we're gonna start with the back tunnel. Drop in our Deviant Ink logo. Okay, so as we start with the tunnel top logos, Duncan did I believe all of his logos in, he did all of his logos in our red to yellow gradient. Now, one thing to note, the logo dropper and the color customizer can't do outlines yet. So we get the fill color, right? And just in your order notes, so Duncan did mostly black outline around all of his red to yellow gradient filled logos. In your order notes, all you have to do is say, hey, I want to make sure that all of the logos are the same color. In this example, red to yellow gradient, and I want a black outline around all the logos. Easy to do. Just make sure you mention that in your order notes. All right, we're going to get back into dropping logos. So you'll notice sometimes the logos that we get or we have access to, because of the format that they're in, we can't really manipulate the color scheme on our website tool. Obviously, we would look at this and if you didn't tell us to color match, we would ask and just make sure that you wanted to color match, all the logos. Like this one right here, we can't change the color of it here, but we can in our design software. Okay, so we've got the tunnel top and the tunnel side done. We will start next on the tank area. Obviously, we would mirror the back side of this. You would, of course, get the in your mock-up to review before we print and ship. You would see both sides. We won't go in and put in all of the quotes from Star Wars, but I mean, all you would have to do is he had one, Duncan had one, laugh it up, fuzzball. So we're going to add that in. And he had his quotes actually in black. And it will be a little tricky because it's just so small. He had this in the rear, on his rear tunnel, side tunnel, right behind the GGB logo. And so we had a few more that we would sprinkle in, but ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Other than those last few quotes that we would sprinkle in, we've got the logos all dialed in here. Like I said, when we would submit this, we would say, hey, color match all the logos. We want that red to yellow gradient fade, and we want a black outline. And then we'd kick you over a proof, and we would get finalizing on that proof. So, all right, I believe Duncan went with a gold sparkle flake. So it's a gloss base with a gold sparkle flake overlay finish with this. It was a sick build this past season. So we're excited to see what he comes up with next season. But there you go, Duncan Lee's 2023 Gen 5 Destroyer sled wrap design.